What if I told you that some of the most powerful work you can do for your knees happens while you're sitting still? Most people think strong knees come from big movements, squats, lunges, or hours on your feet, but here's the truth. For those of us over 60, strength isn't just about motion, it's about connection. It's about teaching your body to trust itself again. And that can start right here, from the comfort of a sturdy chair. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 seated exercises that go far beyond just moving your legs. These are movements designed to reignite the communication between your brain, your muscles, and your joints, helping you walk with confidence, stand with ease, and reduce pain over time. Even if you've seen chair exercises before, I promise this is different. You'll learn how to work with your body, not against it. And you might just be surprised how deeply powerful a simple movement can be. So grab a firm chair, find a quiet moment, and let's get into it together. Before we get started, drop your name and where you're watching from in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Exercise 1. Seated leg kick. Rebuilding brain to knee. Let's begin with something that looks simple, but carries a deep purpose. Sit tall near the edge of a firm chair, feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Roll your shoulders back and down. Find your balance. Now, slowly extend your right leg forward, straightening the knee as much as you comfortably can. Hold for a count of 3 and gently lower. Repeat on the other side. Aim for 10 to 20 reps per leg, doing 2 to 3 sets. If straightening is too difficult, try sliding your heel forward along the floor instead. You'll still activate the thigh. To make it harder, add a light ankle weight or increase the hold to 5 seconds. Here's why this matters. And it's not just about building your quads. When you straighten your leg in this controlled way, you're doing more than just using a muscle. You're retraining your brain to send clear, confident signals to your knee joint. Over time, the connection between your mind and movement weakens, especially with arthritis, inactivity, or past injuries. This small kick becomes a message. Yes, I still have control here. The thigh muscle, quadriceps, does more than extend your knee. It protects it. A stronger quad means less pressure inside the joint with every step you take. But more importantly, it reduces the brain's fear response. That hesitation you feel when standing or climbing stairs. That's not just weakness. It's the nervous system guarding you. This exercise starts to break that fear cycle. Every lift is a quiet reclaiming of control, gentle and incredibly effective. Let your body relearn what it's capable of, one leg at a time. Exercise 2. Isometric press down, waking up the hidden support system. Scoot to the edge of a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor, knees bent at about 90 degrees. Sit tall, shoulders relaxed. Press your heels gently but firmly into the ground, as if you're trying to push the floor away. Hold that press for a slow count of 3, then release. Repeat 10 to 12 times, 2 to 3 sets. To make it easier, press only lightly, just enough to feel your muscles wake up. To make it more challenging, increase the force until your hips almost lift from the chair. This tiny adjustment turns the exercise into a powerful full leg activation. Most people think they lose knee strength because of their knees alone. In reality, it's the whole support system. Thighs, hamstrings, calves, glutes, that quietly weakens over time. This exercise taps into that forgotten network. By pressing your heels down without visible movement, you're recruiting deep stabilizers you don't normally feel. You're not just training strength, you're training coordination. The nervous system learns to fire multiple muscle groups at once. Exactly what you need to rise from a chair or take a steady step on a curb. This invisible contraction, also pumps blood and nutrients into your lower body muscles without stressing the joint surfaces. For older adults, especially with arthritis, this is gold. You get the benefits of weight bearing without the grinding pain of weight-bearing moves. Even more, the press builds a reflex of stability. When you step off a bus, climb a stair, or catch yourself from a stumble, it's this hidden support system that saves you. The stronger it is, the more confident and agile you feel in everyday life. Every press is like turning on a forgotten safety net, and you'll feel it working from your heels up to your hips. Exercise 3. Seated side step, building balance. While staying grounded, start by sitting tall near the edge of your chair, feet flat, knees bent at 90 degrees. From this position, slowly step your right foot out to the side. But here's the key. Move your knee and ankle together, as if your entire lower leg is gliding outward. Then return to center. Now alternate with the left leg. Do this 10 to 20 times total, 2 to 3 sets. To make it easier, reduce how far you step. To make it harder, loop a resistance band around your knees and feel the extra challenge. Make sure to maintain posture. Tall spine, steady breathing, no leaning. So why is this sideways step such a big deal? Because it targets one of the most overlooked muscles for knee and whole body health. The gluteus medius, your side hip stabilizer. This muscle doesn't just help you walk, it keeps you upright and centered. When it's weak, as it often becomes with age or inactivity, your knees take on more strain, your steps become unsteady, and your risk of falling increases. This exercise teaches your body lateral control, the ability to shift weight, adjust mid-stride, and keep your feet under you. It mimics real-life movements. Stepping into a car, turning while holding groceries, adjusting your stance on uneven ground. These side-to-side moments are often where older adults struggle most, and where injuries happen. What's powerful here is that you're training stability without even standing up. You're giving your hips and nervous system a blueprint. Here's how we stay centered. Here's how we keep you safe. Over time, this simple step can dramatically improve your confidence, balance, and coordination, all from a seated position. Exercise 4. Inner thigh squeeze, restoring the forgotten core of your legs. Sit tall near the front edge of your chair. Place a firm pillow, yoga block, or rolled up towel between your knees. Your feet should be flat on the ground, knees bent at 90 degrees, about hip width apart. Now, gently squeeze the pillow, using your knees just enough to feel the inner thigh muscles activate. Hold for a slow count of 3, then relax. Repeat 8 to 12 times, 2 to 3 sets. To make it easier, squeeze lightly. To increase the challenge, hold for 5 to 10 seconds, or use a firmer object between the knees. Breathe steadily and avoid hunching your shoulders as you squeeze. This movement may seem basic, but it reawakens one of the most undertrained and undervalued muscle groups in the body. Your adductors, the inner thigh muscles. Why are they so important? Because they help control how your knees move inward and outward. When these muscles are weak, your knees often collapse inward during walking or standing. A major source of joint stress and instability. That wobble in your stride. It often starts here, but there's more. The inner thigh is directly connected to your pelvic floor and lower core. When activated properly, it helps stabilize your entire lower body, including your hips, back, and spine. That means better posture, stronger steps, and a safer transition when standing or walking. For older adults, especially those with arthritis or limited mobility, regaining this kind of control often leads to fewer stumbles, more confident movement, and even better bladder control. Yes, really. It's all connected. This tiny squeeze is like flipping the on switch for your body's hidden stabilizers. It doesn't just support your knees. It supports you from the inside out. Exercise 5. Heel and toe lifts. Strengthening your step one lift at a time. Sit comfortably at the edge of your chair with both feet flat on the floor, knees bent at 90 degrees. Sit tall, chest lifted. Begin by lifting your heels off the ground while keeping your toes down. Feel your calf muscles engage. Lower them slowly. Now lift your toes off the ground, keeping your heels planted. Feel the front of your lower legs, your shins, working alternate between heel lifts and toe lifts. Do 10 to 20 reps total, 2 to 3 sets. To make it easier, lift only slightly. To increase the challenge, add a light weight, like a small dumbbell or water bottle, on top of your knees during the movement. You can also hold each lift for a 3 count to increase control and endurance. This exercise may seem small, but it trains some of the most important muscles for safe, steady walking. Your calves and shin muscles. Your calves in the back help push you forward and stabilize your ankles. Your shin muscles in the front help you lift your feet with every step. Weakness here is a hidden cause of shuffling, tripping over your own feet, and struggling on stairs. But here's the deeper benefit. These muscles act like a second heart for your lower body. Every time they contract, they help pump blood back up toward your heart, improving circulation, reducing swelling, and decreasing fatigue in your legs. For older adults, especially those sitting for long periods, this movement keeps blood flowing and muscles alert, preventing that dead leg feeling. Heel and toe lifts aren't just about walking. They're about waking up your legs, reactivating circulation, and supporting your independence with every step you take. Real-world advice from a specialist. Make these movements work for you as a physical therapist who's worked with thousands of adults over 60. Here's the truth. Consistency beats intensity every single time. You don't need to do all 5 exercises every day or perform perfect reps. What matters most is that you keep showing up, even in small ways. I recommend starting with just 2 or 3 of these exercises, 2 to 3 times a week. Focus more on how your body feels than on counting reps. If something feels easy, add a small challenge, a longer hold, a slight weight, or more mindful control. If something feels off, scale back and give yourself grace. And don't underestimate the power of intention. When you sit down to do these movements, remind yourself, this isn't just exercise. This is maintenance for the life I want to live. Whether that's gardening, traveling, dancing, or simply standing up with confidence, these small moments are your foundation. Let your body relearn safety. Let your mind trust movement again. You're not just strengthening muscles. You're strengthening self-belief, and that makes all the difference. This is more than just exercise. This is you taking back control. If you made it this far, pause and take a breath, because you've just done something powerful. You didn't just move your legs. You invested in your independence. You told your body, I'm still here. I'm still in charge. That matters more than any rep count or perfect form. These seated movements may look simple, but they're rewiring your nervous system, rebuilding your confidence, and reigniting muscles that protect your knees and your life. They're the quiet strength builders, the kind that help you get up from the couch, climb the stairs without fear, and say yes to the things that make life rich. Aging doesn't mean shrinking your world. It means adapting wisely and continuing to expand in new ways. With exercises like these, you're not working against age. You're working with it, smarter, gentler, but just as powerful. I want you to keep this momentum going. Revisit this video a few times a week. Choose one movement when you're watching TV. Share it with a friend who could use a boost. And most of all, keep showing up for yourself. Because the most important thing about movement is that it keeps you moving forward. And I'm proud to be walking that journey with you.